So Rahm's the top price golfer at 11,400. Now let's include Sung-jae, who sits right under that 10K range at 9,900. So like, who's your favorite play from those 6 golfers at the top, Geoff?
I mean, I don't really love any of these guys this week, if I'm being honest. I think it's a good week to almost fade the top bunch. I know we've got a lot of elite players in here, but you would create unique lineups if you did that. I'm looking at Scheffler and Matsuyama for the simple fact that we're getting a price break on them over Rahm and Rory. I know Rory has kind of made Bay Hill his playground, and I think he's obviously him and Rahm both make for very safe cash game plays. But I feel like the upside with Scheffler and Matsuyama at cheaper prices is pretty solid this week. I mean, tee to green, these guys have been very good. I would lean Scheffler slightly as the target for me. When Scotty Scheffler has been sort of in form, you look even just throughout his short career, he's typically rallied together some top tens. He's got some pretty strong, putting splits over his last little bit. He just looks uber confident. He was in contention here in 2020 as well, kind of fell apart, but that year a lot of people fell apart in the wind. I think Scotty Scheffler at 10-6 gives you a good price break over the top 2 guys and carries a lot of upside just with the way he's playing.
Reid, you want to go contrarian and fade all those guys at the top?
No, Jeff's a moron. You can't fit all those guys at the top. No, I get what he's saying. He's not a moron. I get what he's saying. And it makes a lot of sense when you take a look at how you want to be unique in this lineup, because a lot of guys up here have been talked about quite a bit, right? Namely Rory. I remember my article, and it's hard not to write up Rory because all the stats line up that he's going to play well. He always does. That's sort of a quote unquote cop out, not to, really put myself on the back burner here. But if I'm going from a GPP standpoint, I mean, Viktor Hovland is a guy who's not necessarily someone that you see pumped up quite a bit on the DFS side. Betting, yeah, for whatever reason, when he's at plus 1,800, plus 1,500, people want to bet him. But on the DFS side, when you have those guys, he's in that sandwich pricing of 10-8. I get why Matsuyama's here. Tee to green, he's a master at this course, but he just can't putt. This guy is about, when you talk about total driving, when you talk about distance and accuracy, he's one of the best in his short career right now, up the guys at the top. So give me Viktor Hovland, because right now his roster percentage, his projected roster percentage looks lowest of the top 5. All
right, Len, what's your strategy here?
Well, if I wasn't completely awake on the West Coast just yet, Geoff woke me up by saying, let's skip all these guys. I mean, I'm kind of think I could see a reason for any of them, and all of them. They're all playing pretty well right now. Maybe the only one who's not playing well is Jon Rahm, and fade the number 1 guy at your own peril at any time. That said, as Reid said, Rory just aligns so nicely with this course. He's top 10 almost every year. And I also do like Viktor Hovland. Putting is an issue with Hovland, but he's putting much better lately. He's now 34th on tour in strokes gained putting. The wedge play still an issue. But of the top 6 guys, I also like Sung-jae. Sung-jae really burned me. I only told half the world that Sung-jae was going to do great at the Honda, and that didn't quite pan out. But it still holds true this week. This course, a tee to green course, aligns really nicely with his game, and it shows when he had a couple of top 3s in 2 of the past 3 years. So there's a lot to like for me in that. I get the ownership is going to be high, but just from who's going to do well on the leaderboard, I like these guys.
Quick prediction, Jesse. Viktor Hovland, missed cut, losing strokes around the green in Phoenix. Now comes to a tougher course in Bay Hill. Whew, I don't like it.